WHTC. And Ruth was working at Buick Garage at the time. And they gave us a new Buick Roadmaster, I think it was, at that time, Buick Roadmaster, to take on a honeymoon, which was really kind of nice. So we did that and headed east. And before we hit the highway, I thought it'd be a good idea to fill up the gas tank. So I wasn't sure if that was going to be the last gas station or not. So I decided to pull up this little one-horse outfit and fill up my gas tank. Well, that proved to be a big mistake because I think I got the very bottom of the tank. And we would get out on the highway, and the best we could do with that Buick was 45 miles an hour. And it just wouldn't go any faster. But what happened is there was a bunch of sediment in that gas, and it just plugged everything up, the carburetor and the whole bit. And we finally did, fortunately, get that taken care of. And you had to take the gas tank off and clean the carburetor and the whole bit, flush all the lines. But
that was on a Sunday.
On your honeymoon, and you weren't in Holland anymore.
Oh no, you were in Ohio.
We were on our way to Washington.
Oh my goodness.
Bad start to honeymoon. Oh dear.
Like you said, I had 43 years in at Park Davis. I did have an accident at Park Davis. Some of you will remember that. Rather serious accident. I was in the hospital for a week and recuperated at home for a week before I went back to work. But what happened is I was putting together a concoction of water and iron powder and hydrochloric acid, and that, unbeknownst to all of us, generated hydrogen, and apparently a static spark ignited the hydrogen and blew up in my face. Fortunately, I had a mask on, and my face was spared, but my arms were not. I had the shirt on like I got on, and all I had left was just the cuff. The rest of the shirt got blown right off. And I cut my tongue quite badly. I almost lost part of my tongue. I had to sew that back on. But anyway, what I'm getting to is at that time, a guy by the name of Gilman Wynan had a request program on the radio on WHTC. And he went around to the hospital beds and asked people to give him a song to play on his program. And he stopped by my bed and asked me if I had a song that I would like to have him play. And I said, how about "Oh for a Thousand Tongues"? I was dead serious when I said it. I had no idea. Because that was one of my favorite songs.
Did he laugh?
I don't remember if he did or not. Okay, let's see.
That's such a cute story.
You all saw the bear in my basement on the wall. That was a fishing trip that I went on with some of my friends. I suppose the small grandchildren, well, you see it when you come to Christmas somewhere. You remember that bear on Grandpa's wall, don't you? By the fireplace?
In the basement.
We do.
You should have brought your slides. We could watch a slideshow.
And one time we took Ryan and CJ fishing. I don't know if Ryan remembers that.
Oh yes, perch.
Perch
Yes.
fishing at Port Cheller, and we had a pretty good haul of perch too. In fact, there were times when we'd catch two at a time.
Yeah.
And anyway, we were on the way back home, riding down Ottawa Beach Road, and went past this little bait shop that used to be there, and we started talking about that, and I said to those guys, I said, yeah, that was always just a little hole in the wall, and then went belly up. And those guys had never heard that before, and they laughed, and they laughed.
You've been saying that ever since.
And every time CJ would see me, he'd mention that.
Really up.
Belly up. I'm going to ask right now, for old time's sake, Linda and Nancy and Pat and Ruth come up here.
Stop.
Where do I sit?
I am totally fine where I'm sitting.
Doug, you can direct.
I'm good. Just go.
Is this what I think it is?
There's gonna be pictures and we need you in the back.
Okay, stand right